Hi and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be using a homemade treatment to clean the sooty mould off of the lemon and lime tree leaves. We'll take a look inside the structure my husband made to overwinter his citrus plants, and I'll do a short Q&A with him about the details of this. I'll also show you how to build a temporary lean-to to protect peach and nectarine trees from peach leaf curl. And spoiler alert, the first attempt at this did not work. And finally, we'll share a mindful moment together watching the clouds zoom across the sky during a very windy day. There's lots to pack in, so let's get growing. So here are the lemon and lime trees. The lime is way more affected by the sooty mould than the lemon, and ants were also a problem, and from what I've researched, it's common to have sooty mould along with ant infestations. So the solution I've made up is a gallon of warm water, 1 teaspoon of washing up liquid, I used Ecova, and 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. Mix it all up and gently clean each leaf with it using a sponge. I cleaned all of the leaves, fruits and stems, and although it took quite a long time to do this, I actually felt like I did a thorough enough job to actually keep this sooty mould at bay. Citrus sooty mould is a black powdery fungus that grows on the stems, leaves and fruits. It usually starts as an infestation of aphids, whitefly or other sap-sucking insects. Whew, that was a mouthful. They eat the leaves and excrete this sticky substance which attracts the growth of black mould and also increases the likelihood of ants. So they're both now nicely clean and dry and ready to go back into their polycarb home. And speaking of which, let's now play the Q&A with my husband, where I talk to him about overwintering citrus plants. So I'm now here with my husband, who's created this construction for the citrus trees that he has, and it's made out of polycarb. So why, if it's in the greenhouse overwintering, does it need polycarb around it?
Yeah, what we're trying to do is create a smaller volume around the citrus that we can heat more economically, and it's polycarb because obviously we need the light coming in to the citrus.
What's all this stuff? Why do we have a water butt in here?
Yeah, you can use a water butt to help bring up the nighttime temperatures. A big mass of water can store a lot of heat, so during the day it gets heated up, the water, and obviously that warm water during the night helps to keep the temperature up in the polycarbonate enclosure. Okay, so what about the temperature in here? What's that like? Well, the temperature inside here, in actual fact, it hasn't gone below 2 degrees C, whereas we've had temperatures as low as -6. So we're finding that obviously the water butt is helping keeping that temperature up, but we also have some other devices.
Right, and why do you have a light with a flower pot lampshade attached to it?
That's one of our other devices. Basically, what we've done here is we've put a 60-watt bulb, and let's be very clear, not an energy bulb, a 60-watt bulb to help generate some heat. So basically that helps bring up the temperature at night, and that light's connected to a thermostat.
And what are all these plugs down here? This looks a bit dangerous.
It's actually, all it is a thermostat, and it's an outdoor thermostat. So basically when the temperature goes below, we can vary this thermostat. We've set it for 2 degrees C, so if the temperature goes below 2 degrees C, the light comes on and the heat from the light brings up the temperature. Okay, well they're looking really successful and they've even got new growth, so I think you're doing a grand job. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. He was pretty nervous, but I think he did a great job. If you agree, tap the thumbs up for him. Okay, so this is our nectarine. I know it looks like a twig, but it is actually a nectarine tree. We only just popped it in last year, so it's still a baby. And we realised last year that it had this disease called peach leaf curl. And after researching, we
now believe that we should cover it between January and mid-May to keep it dry and prevent the fungal spores from germinating. So this was our first attempt. We used wood and a polythene, but after the storm that we had here, it completely ripped it to shreds, and to be honest, it didn't look massively strong anyway. So then we decided to use Perspex instead, and that has really helped. So take some measurements of the width and the depth, make sure that you're not squishing the tree at all. So we've made the wooden frame and screwed on the Perspex to the front. We've covered the top with existing polythene that was left over. And so we've left the sides and the bottom open because we want insects to come in and pollinate the nectarine tree so that we get some fruits. And here it is complete. Okay, it's that time again, so let's just take a minute or two to bring our attention back to ourselves. Get comfy and take a big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'll watch the timer for you and you'll hear a bell at the end.